This is the demo of my application called Habitat that I built using React and Redux. Okay. So as you can see, so this is the navbar and I have a button here called Add button, Add Habit. So when I click on this and add an habit, so I can see the habit getting added here. Maybe I can add other habits. I click on this weekly view, week view. So I will get a weekly view of this particular habit called Gmail, right? So it will show me the status of this particular habit in the past week, in this week. Okay. So currently, like we are on Saturday, right? So it will check the last week from Sunday to Saturday. So whether I have done completed this habit or not. So you can just select this. If it is done, if it's not done, I can select cross mark. But there is no future date. But if it is there, I can't select the future date. I can only select today's status or previous day status. Okay, and when I click back detail view, I can see in how many days I've completed this habit. I've completed 3 days out of 7 days in this week. Giving, right? Similarly for reading also I can do the same thing. So 2 days I've completed this particular habit, right? I don't want this habit to be here. I can just click on this delete icon and it will be removed. Okay. If I go to the weekly view and if I want come back the detailed view of all the habits, I can just click on this back. Okay, this is about the front end part. Okay. So the back end. So this is my entry point to the application app, right? So I've used React Auto here. So by default, home page will be rendered, or home component will be rendered. Okay. Right. And when I click on this week view button, this weekly view component will be rendered. So go to home page again has two components which are imported, navbar and habits. So navbar, if I go to navbar, so navbar is nothing but this navigation bar that you are seeing here. So you have a logo, you have a link, and you have a button. So that is present here in this navbar, right? So as I said, like I'm using Redux here. So when I click on this add habit, so there are certain functions which are present in the reducers. Okay, so there are certain functions which are present in the reducers, like add habit reducer, add habit function, delete habit, habit done, all these things, right? So in the nav bar, I have this add habit, right? Add habit button. So when I click on this add habit button, I click on this add habit button. Add habit function will be like dispatched. Okay, and we can add an habit. Similarly, when I click on, like if I go to this particular homepage back, I have habits component, right? I go to this habits component. So habits component will be fetching all the habits which are present in the current state. And it will be mapping, iterating through all the habits and mapping each habit to a component called habit component. Okay. If I come back to this habit component. So in this habit component, you can see this is habit component. Okay. You are seeing the individual habit, right? That is rendered using this habit component. So it will have the name of the habit, a week view button, a delete button, count of the days, and this particular icon, right? All these things. So when I click on week view, so I will be navigated. Okay. The week view component. Okay. Right. See. So before navigating to the weekly view, I need to set ID, the local storage, saying that for this particular habit, I need to fetch all the details, right? So for that, I'm using local storage. When I click on this button, I will be navigated to the weekly view. Okay, so if I go to the weekly view, so you can see, so whatever ID that I have set in the local storage previously, using that ID, I will be like iterating through the habit state and fetching that particular habit. And for that particular habit, what all week log component is there, that will be displayed. Okay. So inside this week log, so I will be like displaying all the days, right? So for this days, I have used a day view component, right? So in the day view component, you can see this particular, this is like 7 components of day view. Okay, so one component, like you can see the name of the day, what is the day, exact date, and 3 buttons here. One is for done, one is for undone, one is for nothing. Okay, so if I select done button, then mark to done. So this function is getting triggered, and in this function I am dispatching another reducer function called habit done. Similarly, when I click on this cross button, so mark to undone will be triggered. This function will be triggered, and inside this I'm dispatching habit undone function in the reducer. Okay, so this is about the day view. Okay, so this is about my front end and the back end of the application. Okay, of habit tracker application that I have built using